Good morning everyone. How are we doing? Hope you're having a relaxing, lazy Sunday, or it's Saturday morning. We'll go ahead and get started, but today we'll begin on our backs. So you can bring the blocks if you like to bring the knees open and the feet together. Otherwise, just extend out fully. Bring the arms by the sides, the palms to face up. Just take up as much space as you possibly need. When you get here, roll the shoulders slightly under so the heart is vulnerable. Draw the chin slightly in towards the chest so you feel more length in the spine. Pull the belly in. Fully inhale through the nose. Cleansing exhale out of the mouth. Inhale fully through the nose. Cleansing exhale, let it go. Inhale fully through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause, contract the belly. We'll exhale through the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale fully. Exhale, empty. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, feel the chest rise. Pause at the top, contract the belly. Exhale fully, let it all go. Taking the deepest, richest breath in. And the longest, fullest breath out. Continuing this breath on your own for 3 more rounds. Using your inhalations to match your exhalations in length. Using your inhale to create the space. Using your exhale to let go. Move deeper into that space you've created. So whenever you're ready, we'll draw the knees in towards the chest. Find a gentle left and right rocking back and forth. Just a little massage in the back and the tailbone. And while you're here, notice if you have that hollowing in your back now. Just start to engage the core, dropping the tailbone so we can work for that neutral spine throughout practice. Then from here, extend the feet high to the sky. Flex the toes towards the face. Just a little gentle movement in the ankles, circles here. We'll draw the knees back into the chest. Find a gentle rocking forward and backwards. And you can do this a couple of times to massage the spine. We'll just make our way up to a comfortable seat. When we get to the top, you can sit crisscross, you can sit on the knees, however you can find comfort. Maybe you bring a block underneath the sit bones. Wherever you are, just begin to roll the shoulders up, back, down, and away. Again, inhale, roll the shoulders up. Exhale, back, down, and away. Staying here, bring the hands together at heart center. Pressing the thumbs into the sternum. Draw the elbows down towards the mat. At this time, you can set an intention for your practice, or you can dedicate it to somebody in need. Just something you can come back to if you find a disconnection with the breath. Taking a full body inhale. Taking a long body exhale. From here, we'll gently open the eyes. With your inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Reach up, look up. Excuse me. Exhale, draw the hands through heart center. So just find that breath with movement. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Reach up, look up, find length. Exhale, hands through heart center. One more time. Inhale, reach up, look up, lift. Exhale, hands through heart center. Gently open the eyes and we'll come to our first tabletop position. So we'll stack the shoulders over the wrist, hips over the knees. And work that cat-cow movement when you get here, of course. And inhale, send the heart through, shoulders roll back, tailbone will lift. Exhale, send the spine high, press into the mat, bring the chin in towards the chest. So just finding that organic movement, maybe swaying into the hips, maybe sending the hips back towards the heels. Whatever feels good in the body now, just using this time to connect with your breath, connecting with the body, and whatever tension you may have that you're holding on to, using this time to release. Just making sure we're finding balance on each side. And then we'll come back to neutral tabletop once we're ready. From here, just tuck into the toes, and we're going to send the hips back, the arms out long, finding that extended child's pose. So bring the forehead down, and we're active in this child's pose, so the feet are still tucked. You're finding length in the side body as the hands are grounded, and roll the shoulders up and then back down and away. So this is an active child's pose that you can come back to, you can transition through. Just allowing yourself the time to be here if needed throughout practice. Taking the deepest breath in, the longest breath out. From here, slowly make your way back through tabletop. And if at any time we are taking child's pose and it is difficult for you or the shoulders, you can bring your hands to blocks here and send the arms back. It might help a little bit more opening there. So we'll come back to our neutral tabletop position. One more time, inhale, heart through. Exhale, spine high. From here, tuck into the toes, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. So of course, pedal it out. It might be your first downward dog of the day, of the week, who knows? Just work into the shoulders, into the hips, bend into the knees. Notice how the body feels this morning. Sometimes when there's rain, the body stiffens up, depending on our injuries. So just breathing into your space this morning. Full breath in and a full breath out. From here, bring the gaze through the hands, come high to the toes and tiptoe the feet up. Finding that ragdoll fold at the top of the mat, keeping the knees as bent as you need. Grab opposite elbows, hang heavy. So in order for us to begin opening up through the hamstrings, we want to keep the knees slightly bent and then allow the crown of the head to lengthen towards the mat. So we can open up through the back body, releasing all of that tension. And then the hips will begin to rise as we move through practice. Breathe in and breathe out. From here, release the hands to the mat. Slowly on your inhale, stacking one vertebrae at a time, your head being last to rise. Bring yourself up to standing. When we get to the top of the mat, find our mountain pose. So finding that equal parallel between the feet, rooting down evenly. You feel this internal rotation through the quadriceps. Roll the shoulders up, back, down, and away. Pull the core in and allow the palms to face forward. Take a moment to close the eyes or find one point of focus. With stillness, we come back to that intention we set, that dedication, that moment of stillness, bringing us back to the breath, bringing us back to why we stepped on the mat today. Taking the deepest, richest breath in. The longest, most cleansing breath out. From here, gently open the eyes. On your inhale, we'll sweep the arms out and up. Reach up, look up, find length at the top. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Flat back, gaze out in front. Exhale, plant the hands down. Everyone step back to plank. We're going to drop the knees down to modify it. So anytime we're modifying, we're still making this a strong plank. So we're pulling into the core, rolling the shoulders back and coiling in. Breathe in. Breathe out. From here, shift the weight over the wrist, lower halfway down. Exhale. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, send the hips to the heels, child's pose. So just warming up the shoulders and the wrists for our practice. Inhale will come through. Exhale, halfway, elbows draw back, squeeze in. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, send the hips to the heels. Inhale, come through. Exhale, halfway. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, hips to heels. So last round, inhale will come through. Exhale, halfway lower. Inhale up. Exhale back, hips to heels, child's pose, arms out long. So acknowledging this posture, coming back to your breath. With the arms out long, we'll come back through tabletop. Tuck into the toes, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Full body inhale. Full body exhale. So the hands are grounded. We're gripping the mat as if the fingertips could turn white. And most of the weight is in the L pads of the fingertips and also in the outer pinky edges. The shoulders are set. Hips are high. If the hamstrings are tight, keep the knees slightly bent. Allow the belly to drape towards the thighs. Gaze us through the thighs. Breathe in. And breathe out. Bring the gaze through. Come high to the toes. Tiptoe. Meet at the top of the mat. Find your fold. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, the arms sweep out and up, coming all the way up to standing. Separate the feet about hip distance. We'll find the interlace behind the back. So draw the fist down, drop the tailbone, lift the heart. With your exhale, allow the heart to lead the way, core strong all the way down. And then bring the fist towards the front of the room. So draping the belly over the thighs, keeping the knees slightly bent is going to allow us to open up a little bit more through those shoulders and not so much the hamstrings here. A full breath in. And a long breath out. Slowly begin to release the hands to the mat. With your inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, step the right foot back. Drop your back knee, shin and top of foot down. With your inhale, sweep the arms high. So we're first going to stack the shoulders over the hips. Get that knee in line with the ankle so we're parallel. Inhale, arm sweep. With your exhale, sink a little deeper into the front knee. Maybe find opening through the back body. Engaging that back foot firmly into the mat. Open up through the heart. Breathe in. With your exhale, plant the hands down. Tuck into your back toe. Bring your left foot back to meet your right. We hold plank strong. Again, we can always modify. But if we're in plank, we're active in those feet as if we could spring off of them. The core is strong, we're coiling into the shoulders. Full body inhale. Full body exhale. So if you need to drop the knees down, feel free to do so. We shift the weight over the wrist, lower all the way down to the belly. Set up for that baby cobra when you get here. Tops of the feet press into the mat, roll the shoulders, elbows back. Inhale, peel the chest up first, and the gaze will come last. Neck is an extension to the spine. We breathe in and lift. We exhale, fold. Stay here for a breath, keeping yourself set up. Tops of the feet engaged, elbows drawing back. Inhale, peel. The heart up, gaze is last. Exhale, forehead down. Tuck through the toes, press through tabletop. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Just finding that breath with movement, knowing there's no rush. You can come to child's pose to modify as we meet in down dog. Just using your breath, your intention to move where you need to go. Taking the deepest breath in and the longest breath out. Inhale, sweep the right leg high. Exhale, step that foot through. Drop your back knee, shin and top of foot down. Untuck the back toe. We're going to slowly bring ourselves up, finding that knee in line with the ankle, shoulders right over the hips, core is strong, we're engaged, stacked. Inhale, arms sweep. Stay here, go a little bit deeper into that front knee, opening up through the back body. Working on keeping those hips aligned, left hip is drawing forward, right hip is drawing back. Breathe in, breathe out. Slowly begin to release the hands down. Tuck into your back toe, bring your left foot up to meet your right. Inhale, find length. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms sweep out and up, coming all the way up to standing. Exhale, draw the hands through heart center. And then by your side for mountain pose. So taking a moment to come back to your breath. Gently open the eyes if they're not there. With your inhale, the arms sweep out and up. Reach up and look up. Keep hitting that thing. Exhale and fold. Inhale, find length. Exhale, plant the hands down. Large step back with that right foot. If you need your blocks by your side for your hamstrings, feel free to grab them now. So on your inhale, pull back. Exhale, deep bend. Inhale, draw it back. Exhale, deep bend. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, pull it back and hold. So let's work this alignment. Maybe pull that right foot in a little bit and then pull the left hip back, draw the right hip forward. Allow the belly to drape over the thigh, keeping the neck neutral and the spine long. The fullest breath in. And the longest breath out. Deep bend into the front knee, activate that back leg. Sweep the arms back, airplane the arms. Inhale, sweep high, crescent lunge. So we're gonna sink deep into the front knee. We're still active in that back foot. Core is strong. Inhale the breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, plant the hands down. Step that left foot back, hold plank. Breathe in. And breathe out. From here, shift the weight forward, lower all the way down to the belly. Set up for baby cobra. Untuck the toes. Bring the forehead down. Inhale, lift. Gaze is slightly out in front of you. Exhale, forehead down. Tuck through the toes. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Taking the deepest breath in, the longest breath out. So we're grounding the hands down. Bring the gaze through the hands. Come high to the toes. Meet at the top of your mat, or if you'd like to take a slight hop, you're going to come into a deep knee bend. Hop forward, inhale, lengthen at the top. Then we exhale, fold. Inhale, arms sweep out and up, coming all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands through heart center. Then by your side for mountain pose. Excuse me. Full body inhale. Full body exhale. With your inhale, the arms sweep out and up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, find length. With your exhale, step that right foot back, coming into your 45-degree angle. So we're going to root down to rise up, working that warrior one alignment. So squaring the hips off. Inhale, the arms will sweep up. We sink deep into the front knee. And square the shoulders and the hips towards the front of the room. Inhale, lift the shoulders up towards the ears and then back down and away. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale. With your exhale, spin and drop open for your warrior two. So it's going to be a wider stance. We have the heel and the ankle in one line. Deep bend into the front knee. Hips are open towards the right side of the room. Sinking, working that knee, that front leg towards parallel. Inhale. Exhale, go a little deeper. From here, straighten out the lead leg. Shift the weight forward, palm faces up. I like to tiptoe that back foot in just a little bit and then begin to find that reverse on your triangle. So the hand will come light on that back thigh or find the bind, begin to spiral that left heart open a little bit more. Full breath in, a long breath out. From here, come back to neutral, warrior two. Cartwheel the hands down, pivot onto the back foot, square the hips off. We're gonna send that left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, high. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze and hold. Now step that foot all the way through. Bring your right foot up to meet your left. Inhale, find length. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms sweep out and up, coming all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands through heart center. Then by your side for mountain pose. Full breath in. A full breath out. Inhale, arms sweep. Exhale, fold. Lengthen, halfway, inhale. Exhale, hands down. Step the left foot back this time. Grab your blocks if you need them for your hamstrings. Inhale, pull that right hip back. Exhale, deep bend. Inhale, pull it back. Exhale, deep bend. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, deep bend. Last time, inhale, pull back. So work this alignment here. Maybe tiptoe that back foot in. Smaller stance in between the feet. Work that hip alignment. Keeping the neck neutral, the spine long. And length, inhale, lift. Exhale, hinge a little more. Full breath in. And a full breath out. A deep bend into the front knee. Remove the blocks if you have them. Plant the hands down. Get active in that back foot. Square the hips off. Sweep the arms back. Airplane the arms. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Squaring off. Rooting down. Active in that back foot. Breathe in, lift. Exhale, plant the hands down. Step that right foot back. Hold plank strong. Everyone listen carefully. Breathe in. Breathe out. Shift the weight over the wrist. Lower halfway down. Inhale, press back up. So if you have a problem doing that, drop the knees down and modify through your chaturangas. So we're going to shift the weight over the wrist. Lower halfway. Then upward facing dog. Tops of the feet press in. Shoulders roll back. Open up through the collarbones. Slowly transition back. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Full body inhale. And a long body exhale. Come high to the toes. Sweep the right leg high. Exhale, step that foot through. Back foot down at your 45-degree angle. We're going to root down to rise up. Inhale, arms sweep. So again, squaring the hips off, warrior one. Deep bend into the front knee. Shoulders and hips are squared towards the front of the room. Inhale the breath. Exhale, go a little deeper. Inhale. With your exhale, spin and drop open for your warrior two. So it's going to be a wider stance. Deep bend into the front knee. long straight back leg. Full breath in. Full breath out. From here, we're going to straighten out the lead leg. Shift the weight forward, palm faces up, and the reverse. So you can come light in that back thigh, you can find the bind, you can spiral that right heart open. Stay here, breathe in, and breathe out. Deep bend into the front knee. Cartwheel the hands down, pivot onto the back foot, square the hips off, then sweep that right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose squeeze. Inhale, high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, high. Exhale, knee to nose squeeze and hold. Now step that foot all the way through. Bring your left foot up to meet your right. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms sweep out and up, coming all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands through heart center. And then by your side for mountain pose. Just taking a moment to come back to your breath. Have a sip of water if you need. Turn the fan on, because I was sweating. All right, gently open the eyes if they're not there. Inhale, arm sweep. Exhale, fold. Lengthen, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands down. Make your way back to downward facing dog however you'd like. Skip the flow, take the flow, find a hop back. Wherever you are, we'll just meet in down dog. Full breath in. A long breath out. From here, drop the knees down. Inhale, send the heart through. Exhale, the spine high. Inhale, the heart through. Exhale, the spine high. So from here, we're just going to work some balancing. Sometimes if you want to work that extra grip, it might be nice to have a block nearby. So we're going to come here, we're going to send that right foot back. We're going to send the left arm forward. So sometimes it's nice to have a block here just to give you a little extra lift to work the squaring of the hips and working the balance of the shoulders, the grounding. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze. You can work this pulsing, or if you'd like to work that extra grip, bend into that back knee. Find the external rotation with that left hand, reaching for the outside edge of the foot. We pull back into the foot, we kick back into the hand, gaze is out in front of us, creating this bow-like action. Breathe in, breathe out. Wherever you are, begin to release. Extend out once more. Drop it down. Shake out the wrist. Inhale, heart through. Exhale, spine high. Inhale, heart through. Exhale, spine high. All right, opposite side. So send the right arm forward, left arm back. Right arm forward, left leg back. So again, notice if you're sinking into that shoulder, press into the mat, coil in. Stay here, just working the balance. You can pulse it out. Or if you'd like, find that bend into the back knee. External rotation, reaching for the outside edge of the foot. Pull back into the foot, kick back into the hand. Open up through the shoulders, through the front body. Breathe in. And breathe out. Wherever you are, extend out one more time. Drop it down. Shake it out in the wrist. We'll come back to that neutral tabletop. Inhale, send the heart through. Exhale, spine high. Inhale, heart through. Exhale, spine high. All right, so from here, we're just gonna work into our gate pose. So we're gonna give ourselves that little kickstand to the left. And then we're gonna bring that right foot out. And we're gonna bring ourselves all the way up on your inhale. When we get here, notice if the hip is in line with the ankle. If not, just get it in line so you can press off through the outside edge of that foot as if you're in warrior two pose. So we're active in that outer thigh, squaring the shoulders off to the hips. With your inhale, the arms will sweep high. With your exhale, we're gonna find that side body stretch towards the right first. So opening up to that left side body, rooting down evenly. Breathe in, and breathe out. So we're gonna cartwheel the hands down, coming right into, you can do a modified side plank. You can go right into full side plank if you'd like. If you're modifying and you wanna keep the knee down and then work that grip that we were just playing with before, you can kick that leg up, bend into that back knee. Reach for the inside edge of the foot this time. We again pull the foot back in and then we kick the foot out. Sending the heart forward, the hips forward. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly begin to extend out once more wherever you are. Come back down to neutral. Inhale, heart through. Exhale, spine high. Inhale, heart through. Exhale, spine high. I'm just going to turn around so you can see the demo on the other side. From here, we're just going to give ourselves the kickstand towards, which one am I doing? We're going to give ourselves the kickstand with the right foot this time, sorry. Right foot and then extend out. There we are. All this twisting. All right, so again, work that alignment. Notice if the weight is not even between the knee and that ankle. A lot of us mostly put the weight on the right side of that ankle or of that knee. So distribute it evenly, press out equally, and then pressing, feeling that internal rotation of the quadricep here. So with your inhale, arms will sweep, lift, and then find that side body stretch on the right this time. Roll the shoulder open and away. Full breath in. Long breath out. So from here, we're just going to drop that hand down, send that left leg high, stay here, or you can work whatever variation of your side plank, your modified side plank, kick into that foot, whatever feels good in the body now. Just breathing and moving with your intention. Inhale. With your exhale, slowly begin to close it off. We'll come back to our neutral tabletop. Shake it out in the wrist. Inhale, heart through. Exhale, spine high. Inhale, heart through. Exhale, spine high. Find that neutral tabletop. We'll send that left leg back. Bend into the knee and then find circles in the hip. And find circles in the opposite direction if it feels good to you. And we're gonna extend that leg back. And we're gonna bring that foot to the outside edge of the mat, coming into your lizard lunge on this side. So when you get here, you wanna step the foot through, but then you want to scoot that right hip back so you can feel the opening through that right hip flexor, but also mostly the outer edge of that left glute. So you can stay high if you're feeling enough stretch here, but if not, maybe you grab a block and try to go a little deeper on your exhale. Just bring yourself down one level. Maybe find some organic movement before you find stillness. Whatever may feel good in the body. Find one more inhale. One more exhale. Slowly begin to tiptoe that foot into neutral. If you need your block for your half split, go ahead and grab it. Just gonna send that that left hip back, Lord. When you get here, I like the block because it allows me to stack my spine and allows me to get my knees in one line, flexing the front foot towards my face. I feel as though my hips are squared, and then I can inhale, sweep my arms high, and exhale, hinge at the waist. So coming here, finding a long, neutral neck, long spine, and allowing the belly to drape over the thigh. If you have your full split, feel free to practice into it, just working with your breath. Full body inhale. A long body exhale. Slowly begin to make your way back up. I would leave that block towards the back of your mat because you will need it on the other side. So we'll slowly begin to make our way up, tuck into the back toe. We're all going to pivot one time towards the middle and then all the way towards the opposite side of the room, coming into our lizard lunge. So we'll drop that back knee, shin and top of foot down, bring your right foot to the outside edge of the mat, your right hand to the inside edge of that foot. And then we scoot that foot back, sinking a little deeper into that left hip. Staying high and active, dropping onto your forearms or a set of blocks. I need one more full round of breath. We begin to make our way up. Tiptoe the foot back into neutral, and then we'll bring our block with us if we need it for our seated split. So we'll tiptoe that right hip back. Setting up for this. Keeping that front foot flexed towards the face. You feel this internal rotation of the quadricep, and then work to get the knees in one line. That's going to allow us to square the shoulders off and the hips off. Inhale the arms sweep. With your exhale, hinge at the waist. Allowing the heart to lead the way. Flexing the front foot towards the face. Engaging that inner thigh. Breathe in. And breathe out. So from here, we'll begin to remove that block. And we'll bring it to the outside edge of the mat. So we're going to need it for frog pose. We're going to slowly make our way back up to center. Tuck into that back toe. We'll all pivot towards the middle of the room once more. Middle of the mat. Maybe grab both blocks for you if you need it. If you have sensitivity to the knees, you might need to bring some blankets or some padding down, whatever you have at home right now. So we're going to come down to the knees. We're going to come into frog pose. So this is very, very sensitive to anybody who has knee injuries or hip problems. So just move very slowly, and if it hurts, back off. So we're going to begin to open up because we're working on this middle split area. So we're going to work to keep the knees in line with the ankles, keeping the feet flexed at all times. Anytime we're doing a hip opener, we want to keep the feet flexed to protect the knees actually. So we're going to keep the feet flexed, keeping the hips in line with the knees just as we did when we were doing the gate pose earlier, and then knee in line with the ankle. So we're here, we can stay high, but maybe we're not feeling much. We might want to lean a little bit forward, lean a little bit backward. Just feel into this posture, feel into this opening. Maybe you tiptoe the legs out a little bit more. Maybe you come down into a block. But this is a very intense hip opener, so just do it with your breath and with ease. We'll be here for about 10 rounds. So slowly breathe into this, knowing where you can stay, knowing where to back off. There's a lot of emotions right now in our bodies, and we hold most of them in our hips. So this is probably a little more difficult than it seems in class normally. So just breathe and know you're releasing all this unnecessary emotional tension. 4 more rounds. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly on your inhale, make your way up. Safest way of getting out of this is bringing the feet together, pressing yourself up so you can bring the knees together. And then we'll just bring ourselves back towards the front of the room. Allow the toes to touch the knees out wide and just send the hips back towards the heels, finding that peaceful warrior. Letting it go. Taking the fullest breath in. And the longest breath out. From here, we'll slowly make our way back up to tabletop. Tuck into the toes, send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Bring the gaze through the hands. We'll meet at the top of the mat, finding our fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, coming all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands through heart center. Or by your side for mountain pose. So just taking a moment to come back to your breath. If you have a strap, go ahead and grab it. If you don't and you know you're not comfortable doing one-legged standing with a strap, maybe we can do it on our back as well, and I'll show you how to modify that. All right, so we're just gonna work some standing posture or some balancing postures. If you know that you have difficulty finding balance, maybe you can grab a wall. There's no shame in that. If you really just don't want to do it standing, we can do it on our backs, and it's just going to be one leg at a time as if we are standing. So, all right, so grabbing the strap if you need it. I need it days, who knows, depending on how my hamstrings feel that day. So I'll start with the strap. We're going to ground down through the left foot. We're going to draw the right knee into the chest. Just begin to grip the bottom of that foot. So ultimately, we're working to get this leg straight out in front of us. You can bring your left hand to your left hip. If you don't need the strap and you already have the extension, feel free to do so. I like the strap because it allows me to keep my spine long and I can work that hip alignment. So we're staying here, the core is strong, heart is lifting. Breathe in and breathe out. So if you're doing this on your back, the shoulders are grounded. That left foot is flexed towards the face. So we're going to keep that right hand on the strap. We're going to inhale, lift. Exhale, begin to slowly open that right hip with control. And you're doing this on your back as well. You're just opening it up towards the floor. Both legs are active. Relax the tension in the jaw. Inhale. We'll slowly make our way back to center with that foot and the strap. And we're going to switch out the grip. So left hand's going to take the strap. Bring your right hand to your right hip. Gaze high, inhale. Exhale, slowly begin to twist over. Keeping that heart lifting, the core strong. Breathe in. Slowly bring it back to center. Bring both hands to the strap. Lengthen out through the spine, inhale. Exhale, draw the knees back in. Drop it down. Roll out the ankle. And come back to that neutral. Let it go. All right, so we're working to the opposite side. So grounding down through the right foot. And again, if you're on your back, same thing. Flex the right foot towards your face as if you're standing. It might be easier to hook the strap before you get up. We'll keep that foot down. With your inhale, draw the knee into the chest. If you don't need the strap, feel free to dismiss it. Inhale, lengthen. With your exhale, extend that foot out. So drop that left hip so we're squared off. The shoulders are squared, the heart is lifting, the core is strong. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more inhale. With your exhale, begin to extend that foot open towards the left, opening up that left hip. Slow with control, keeping that gaze up, keeping the heart lifted. Full breath in, long breath out. Slowly begin to make your way back into center with control. Bring that right hand to the strap. Bring your left hand to your hip. Inhale. Exhale, begin to open up towards the right this time. Just finding that twisting in the spine. Breathe in. Slowly begin to make your way back to center. Draw the knee back in. Drop it down. Shake it out. From here, we'll come back to that neutral mountain pose, closing the eyes and returning to your natural breath. And gently open the eyes if they're not there. With your inhale, the arms sweep. Exhale, fold. Inhale, find length. Exhale, hands down. Everyone, make your way back to downward facing dog, however you'd like to get there. We're just going to work pigeon on the left side. With your inhale, sweep the left leg high. Exhale, left knee to your left wrist. And then begin to send that right hip back. Can just work that hip alignment. So roll the right hip under, making sure that leg is parallel to the outside edge of your mat. And then you can stay here, or you can inhale, lift high. Exhale, drop low. Ever feels good, just working on keeping the shoulders square to the mat, because that's more likely going to help us keep the hips square to the mat. Just noticing where the mind begins to wander when the body finds stillness. And from here, we'll begin to make our way up. Plant the hands down, tuck into the back toe. If you like, send the right leg high, shake it out. If you want to flip the dog, give yourself a quarter turn with that right hand before you drop the foot over. Drop the foot over, straighten out through that right leg. Lift the hips, extend that left arm high. Slowly begin to make your way back. Down dog. With your inhale, left leg sweeps. Exhale, right leg sweeps. Right knee to your right wrist. Opposite sides, sorry. So we get here. Now you can do this on your back as well, doing the figure 4 stretch if you need. If you are working that variation, we'll come to the back. And then we'll just bring the ankle to the knee and reach through, working for that thigh or maybe even the shin. And we'll press up there. So whatever variation you need in your body today, just giving yourself the attention, the breath. Full inhale. And a long exhale. Begin to make our way back up. We're going to plant the hands down, tuck into the back toe, send that right leg high. And again, if you want to flip the dog, give yourself a quarter turn with that left hand. Drop that right foot to the outside edge of the mat. Begin to straighten out that left leg. Bend deep into the right knee. Breathe in. With your exhale, begin to release. And back to your down dog. Drop the knees down. Cross at the ankles. Send the legs out in front of you. So getting here, making sure we have enough room behind us. Flex the toes towards the face. Extend the arms out long and lengthen the spine. Inhale. With your exhale, make your way all the way to your back. When you get here, allow the head to come down, the shoulders to come down. We're going to draw the knees into the chest and just find that gentle left and right rocking. Your tailbone, your low back. And noticing how the low back feels now. Noticing if there's that hollowing still. Using your core, draw off the tailbone, releasing all of that tension. And we'll extend the feet high to the sky, flex the toes towards the face. You're going to grab the outside edges of the feet coming into your happy baby. We pull back into the feet, we kick back into the hands, we find our gentle left and right rocking. This is always a good one. You can stay here. You can work bringing the soles of the feet together. And bring the knees out wide, coming into your reclined butterfly. You can work your spinal twist, spine, whatever the body needs. These last couple moments of practice before you set up for your final rest. Maybe you like shoulder stand, maybe you just want to bring a block right underneath the sit bones and keep the legs elevated. Whatever feels good, whatever is going to slow down the heart rate, slow down the breath. And give yourself permission to surrender to your final rest. Taking whatever final postures you may need. Whenever you're ready, just make your way to your final Shavasana on your back. So we'll extend the right foot to the right corner of the mat, the left foot to the left corner of the mat. Just begin to take up as much space as you possibly need. Bring the arms by the sides, palms facing up, and then draw the shoulders slightly under so the heart is exposed and vulnerable. Draw the chin slightly in towards the chest so you find more length in the spine and the neck. Take one more full breath in. And a cleansing breath out, let it go. Slowing down the inhales. Surrendering to the exhales. Just closing the eyes or finding one point of focus as you surrender to these moments of stillness. We find this posture as a delight. This is something we work towards through the entire practice. For an entire hour, this is what we're working towards, is finding the mind and the body still at once. Just allowing yourself to be here now. Without any movement to the physical body, just begin to deepen the breath. Just bring the awareness back in. And if and only if it feels good to you, just begin to find some movement in the wrist, the ankles. Maybe find circles, wiggling the fingers and the toes. If you'd like, extend your arms towards the back of the room, and the feet towards the front of the room as if you were just waking up, a long body stretch. And then draw the knees into the chest, roll over to the right side, and surrender to this fetal position. Cradling the head with the right arm, squeezing the knees into the chest. Acknowledging this posture as self-love and self-nourishment. And also taking a moment of gratitude for allowing yourself to come to the mat this morning. Whenever you're ready, on your next inhale, bring yourself up to a seated position, keeping the gaze low or the eyes can stay closed. Just finding somewhere you can stack the spine long. Roll the shoulders up, back, down, away from the ears. Bring the hands together at heart center, pressing the thumbs into the sternum. Draw the elbows down towards the mat. As the crown of the head lengthens towards the ceiling, sit a little taller. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Take the most cleansing release exhale out of the mouth. I want to thank you all for practicing with me this morning, allowing me to guide you. It's always a pleasure. Hope you all are safe and well with all of my love, all of my light, and all of my gratitude. Namaste.